First look. Husqvarna 701 Enduro long range. It's a monster. I got mine fitted with the Akrapovic can. Excellent craftsmanship, excellent sound. Two fuel caps, one in the front, one in the back, as the original. And as you can see, we have this switch. This bike is awesome. And it's wide. Well then, let's just fire it up and get the hell out of here. Thanks to Crosscenteret Snellingen. Great support, great service. Everything is well. Okay now, so this was the first 7 kilometers just to my local petrol station. Now I just filled up both tanks, and this is my thought now, because everyone is looking at the long range because of the fuel capacity. Both those tanks combined is 25 liters, and by this switch I can actually choose from which of either the front or the rear tank that I wanted to use to drag the fuel from. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to zero out these odometers and like that. And now I'm going to use the front tank first, and when my fuel lamp engages, it's somewhere in here I think, I will switch to the rear tank, and we will actually see how many liters, because then I can fill it up again and I can see how many liters I used before the lamp engaged. And then I can switch to this one and I can see how many liters it used before I went on to the fuel lamp started. That's the reservoir. And then we can see. I will try to make a scheme to show you how it worked out, because this is actually something that's interesting, because I'm just about to break in this engine, and because I'm breaking it in, I will not be hard on any throttle or anything like that, so it's going to be really easy, and the fuel consumption will actually be quite low. And that's why it's kind of interesting to do this now, because it's a very good timing because later, of course, there will be more gas used. So well, pretty happy. The Acropoic can, man, that makes good sound. Actually, it's just awesome. I love these tumblers, and yeah, makes it right from the start. Okay, first impressions. 7 kilometers, that's not a long way to go, but you know, these side mirrors, they have to go. They are not good for me. I don't feel that I have all the sides that I want. Can't find the right position at the moment. We'll see about that. Seat height, it's quite high, absolutely quite high. It's I'm an inseam 30 inches, and I barely get my toes in the ground. It's quite high, but once you lift your legs up and you sit there and ride it, you sit quite high as well, and you know, it feels good. It handles well. It's yeah, that's how I feel it so far. I don't know about the seat. It's quite hard. I'll see how far I can go before I eventually want to have comfort saddle, but you know, nobody makes them yet, but I'm sure somebody will do. Removing the seat is quite simple, because on the standard model there's 2 hitches that you have to do something here. I don't know. This is just pull and lift. It's really easy. I found that the tank locks, they were quite hard. Actually, I was almost afraid to break my key when I tried to lock them up, because they're quite hard. I don't know, maybe I can use some yeah, some lock oil, just a little bit to loosen them up, or maybe they get looser afterwards. I don't know. We'll see about that. I got the hand guards mounted, and also the heated grips. They are from the Husqvarna catalog. As you can see, this is the switch for the hand grips. I think it's a little bit low. Maybe if I can turn it just a little bit, I will do that, because it sits quite low and I don't see the lights very good in this position. Also, as you can see, here's the standard USB plug. Fits right in there. I think this is a really good place. You know, it's nice and neat. As you can see, maybe it's bad light. I'm sorry. Yeah, it sits right there. I think that's really good, because if you mount something here on the handbar somewhere, it's a very short way, and you only need a very short cable to attach your things. The sound is awesome. You know, these tires, you know, it's TKC 80 from Continental. You know, they are widely used. Many new motorcycles got them mounted. They look fantastic. They are cool. You know, it kind of shows off this off-road capability of the motorcycles that are used on. They are okay on paved roads, but as far as I'm concerned, when I hit that really dirty, muddy roads or wet grass or something like that, they are useless, absolutely useless. So of course you need some rubber to roll off your store and get out there, but you know, this is, you can't complain about it, because it's, you know, it's just something that you need to get out of the shop, and eventually you have to change them anyway, and you can do whatever you like. If you like them, that's good for you. Personally, I'm not going to, they are not a keeper for me at all. So okay, I'm very excited. Husqvarna, they state that you got 500 kilometers plus with these two tanks. Thereby the long range name. I actually expect to be not less than 500. But first of all, now we are going to check out the fuel range before the fuel lamp kicks in. Then I can fill it up and see how many liters we got left in the tank when the lamp kicks in each tank, and I will put up a scheme to just show that. So very happy. It's insanely stiff. You know, I'm 74 kilos plus rider's gear. You know, it's hard. It's so tough on the dampers, so need to do something about that. Can't complain yet, because I haven't done the right, no, haven't done anything with them, so they are just standard from the factory. Oh, so excited, so excited. Okay, first update in this series of fuel and fuel consumption and stuff like that. I'm going to just talk to you about what I've just experienced now. I filled up both tanks. And I started with using the front tank, the 12-liter front tank first. And I've been pretty much going in the map setting 1, which is the easy one, because I'm still breaking in the engine. And for now, I was expecting the fuel lamp to switch on, telling me that I was on the reserve and that I had to switch to the rear tank. That never happened. So after 223 kilometers, it started to choke. And I didn't understand, because I haven't seen any fuel lamp yet. So I switched over to the rear tank, and it was running normally again. So that means there is no fuel gauge in the front tank that tells it's about to hit the bottom. That is such a disappointment, because that also means that you are running your fuel pump dry before you switch over. You can switch over fairly fast if you want to, because the switch is on the steering right here. That's no problem. So just with a flick you are shifting tanks. But let's say that you have packed your bicycle down like I intend to do sometimes. Maybe I have a huge luggage back here, and I don't want to have fuel in my rear tank. Just to shift weight over to the front, I would like to use my front tank. That means I just have to watch my odometer just to make sure that I always have fuel on the front tank. Of course you can run with a little bit of fuel in the rear tank too, but this is... I don't think this is good. If I find out that this is wrong in some point, I will make sure to put that in the show notes after the video has come out. But so far I can't see that it's going to happen. So, but we're still running through, and now I'm going to see how far I can go with the rear tank before the fuel light ignites, and I'll make sure to put that in the scheme afterwards. Okay, so for now, bye. So remember, on all types of cranes like this, when you open them that until they stop, and then give them a quarter turn back. That's just not to leave any tension on the crane or anything inside it. So just manage it. Okay, I'm just checking in on your guys because I need to tell you a little bit about the fuel consumption and something about the long range version. So a couple of times now, or more than that, I've been driving on both tanks, and I've been doing approximately 500 kilometers before the fuel gauge enlightens. But this time I thought I would push it a little more. So see if I can hit a limit of 600 kilometers. So I did, and actually now let's see. I've done 612 kilometers, and that was on 23.58 liters of fuel. So finally broke that limit, and that's what a really good long range is all about. It should do that. And finally someone made a dual sport bike that actually have the fuel range to go far without building your own stuff. It's great fun. Yeah, that's super great. Great news. Okay, take care, stay safe, bye.